welcome to Movie Macabre. Yes, sirree, it's Lilo me, that gal with the chassis. That's lean and sassy. See what I mean? Lean and sassy. Elvira, mistress of the dark. Well, what do you think? I got myself a pretty slick slicker here, huh? And a swell umbrella. Yep, I'm all set up for that stormy weather they've been predicting for the weekend. A devil of the rain, I think they called it. But I don't know, I mean, there ain't even a cloud in the sky. But the weather report said rain. Let me have another look at that paper, would you? Yep, that's right. Right here. The Devil's Rain. Starring William Shatner, Ernest Borgnine, Ida Lupino, a supernatural thriller and a small ghost tale. Wait a minute. This ain't the weather report. I'm reading the doggone TV listings. Well, if that don't beat all. I mean, just look at me. Do I look like a fool or what? I mean, can you imagine how stupid I feel? Or even the stupid getup I had to buy this thing? Set me back $3.50. Can't believe it. I don't even need this junk anymore. Hey, wait a minute. What is it? What's that old geezer babbling about? They had no faces. Well, they must not have been Hollywood agents then, or they would have had 2 faces. Ha! Get it? Oh, boy, I don't even have a clue with this one. I mean, what the heck is going on? Once again, you're looking at Elvira, Mistress in the Dark. I mean, it must have something to do with that book, I guess, like maybe somebody checked it out from the public library down in Redstone and then kind of forgot to return it. Okay, that's good for a heavy fine, but not for a very heavy plot. How the heck do you get a movie out of something like that? Beats me, Jack. Okay, now listen to these important words.
They had no faces.
Oh, no, not those words. I'm talking about the words from the advertisers. Boy, I don't know. Sitting through 2 hours of this movie is going to be a
challenge?
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. A challenge. Thanks, Ernie. Boy, it kind of looks like Ernie Borgnine went on a Tommy Lasorda diet to get in shape for this one. Give my best to Tova, and while you're at it, why don't you try some of that beauty cream of hers? Boy, I would love to see Bill Shatner whip out that pocket pager of his and say, Kirk the Enterprise, beam us aboard, Scotty. What a snoozer. Come on, Scotty, beam us aboard, okay? Get me out of here. Scotty.
Easy. Julie, something's happened to my family.
Now that's an understatement if I ever heard one. Julie, something's happened to my family. Julie, if he only knew what's happened to his family. First of all, Dad comes home dripping like he has some kind of disease or something, and now it looks like his mom has eyes for somebody else. It's too bad she don't have eyes for her own darn self. And his brother's going through this identity crisis.
In the name of God, I am Mark Preston.
Yeah, that's what I thought his name was too. Mark Preston. But Ernie keeps calling him Martin 5. I guess it really don't matter what they call him, just as long as they don't call him late for dinner. Oh boy, now there's a gag with more miles on it than that old station wagon that Bill Shatner's driving. Well, things are getting mighty tense in spite of Ernie Borgnine's devil-may-care attitude. We'll get right back to McHale's Navy meets the Omen right after these words from the advertisers. What'd they just do? Fire off the cannon down at Town Square or something? Boy, I still don't know why they're making such a big deal over some doggone book. I mean, what's so great about a book? I haven't even read one in 4 or 5 years, you know? And another... Oh, wait a minute, what's happening here? Hey! Whoa! Who the devil are you?
Hey, you got that right, Mama.
You mean, you're really the devil?
Hey, well, I ain't red buttons, baby.
Oh, wow. Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just took a meeting with the program director, you know? We just, kicked it around.
You know Attila, the program director?
Oh, yeah, words like that. He's like that.
Well, I bet you're the one that made him play this movie then, right?
Yeah. You got any objections to that?
Oh, no objections on me, no.
Oh, good, because I could give you a pitchfork where the sun don't shine.
Then I'm not objecting, okay?
Oh, okay, good. No punishment. Hey, you know, I'm really a big fan of yours.
Big fan of mine?
Oh, yeah, I think you're hot stuff.
Oh, really? Well, you're pretty hot stuff yourself.
Do that again. Okay. Hey, sister, how about let me have like a little autograph, okay?
What?
Yeah,
I'd be flattered.
just put your number right there, okay?
Well, like, do you have a pencil or a pen or anything?
Oh, we don't need no pen. We could just do it in blood. Here, I'll prick your finger, okay?
No, wait. I don't think that'd be such a swell idea, you know. Look, why don't you just join my fan club and I'll just kind of send you an autograph picture, you know. It's only $5.50, okay?
Well, I'll be going to hell.
Whoa. I guess he did too. Wow. I mean, that was really a close one. It's kind of getting sort of hot in here, isn't it? Do you think that's me or is it? Now that was the smart thing to do. Take your hands off the wheel, cover your eyes, and scream. Well, at least she had eyes to cover. I mean, everybody else in this movie has them big old black holes where their eyes ought to be. And that flashback was just what this movie needed to explain what's going on. Sure, Bill Shatner was like his own great-great-grandpa. And somewhere along the way, the family must have changed their name to Preston so folks wouldn't snicker at 5. Of course, Ernie Borgnine was his own great-great-grandpa as well. And the movie itself had an ancestor back in those Pilgrim days. As a matter of fact, they shot it and served it up at the first Thanksgiving dinner. Well, there's more Ghost Town antics as The Devil's Reign continues on Movie Macabre right after this. Sure, go ahead and run out on your family. What the heck? They'd only run out on you. And that darn book. I am getting sick and tired of hearing them make such a big deal out of it. If you read one book, you read them all. They should have made that big deal over the script. Oh, by the way, if you look real close, you might just spot John Travolta in the crowd scenes. Of course, this movie was made a long time before he had Saturday Night Fever. Heck, when they made this turkey, I didn't even think he was running a temperature. Okay, here's some more of The Devil's Reign coming right up on Movie Macabre. Hey, Julie, don't get carried away. Oh, yeah. Well, at least she's going somewhere. And that's more than you can say for this movie. Boy, I never thought I would be caught dead saying this. But right now, I would even welcome a phone call from Breather with another one of those stupid cornball jokes. I mean, that is what you call desperation time. And if I... What? Oh, you don't think... Could it possibly be? Hello, Breather? Hello, Breather, is that you?
It's still dead.
No, wait, whoever it is, I can hear you just fine. It's okay. Hello? It's just my luck. Bad connection. Well, anyway, maybe whoever it was will just call right back. Yeah, they're probably going to just call right back in a minute. Any second now. Yeah, the phone's going to ring. Any minute now. Any day now, it's probably going to ring. Maybe sometime in 85 or... The top story in the news this weekend is the surprise return to pro football by Ernest Borgnine. Here with the details is Elvira St. James. Elvira? Thank you, Wendy. Yes, in the surprise announcement today, it was disclosed that veteran linebacker Ernest Borgnine has been signed by the Anaheim Rams. When asked to comment, Borgnine said, "I only hope I can keep up with those youngsters. After all, I'm not a kid anymore." In other football news, here's another entry for the Hall of Shame. Bill Shatner played single-handedly against the Arizona Blackeyes in an exhibition game for charity. Shatner's at the 5, the 10, he breaks the tackle, he's out in the open. A great run for Shatner. Except for one thing. He forgot to carry the football. Oh, Wendy, join us at 10 for an update on that bizarre story of a Pacoima woman trapped in a car wash. See you then. Hey, why the long face, Julie? Come on, put a smile on that kisser of yours. Movie's over, ain't it? Boy, just think of the long face the hubby's gonna have when he finds out he was just slow dancing with Ernest Borgnine. And did that melting scene last long enough? I thought it might be a good time to raid the old fridge Macabre, but all that was in it was some leftover liver from last week's show. So I just drove down to the Safeway to pick up some munchies, but wouldn't you know it, closed for remodeling. So I just drove out to Santa Monica and had a nice 7-course Moroccan dinner, and then next door they were playing War and Peace on a double bill with Heaven's Gate, so I just sat through both of them, and then I decided to take the scenic route back to the studio along Mulholland Drive, stopped off at home to feed the cat, of course, got back here, and that melting scene was still going on. Let's just ask a typical laid-back viewer to comment on this one. Honey, what'd you think of Devil's Reign?
It's as if I were watching a movie.
Yeah, it's just like that. Well, speaking of movies, do we have one for you next week or what? I certainly hope so, because if we don't, I'm out of a job.
It's a horrible story.
I'll be looking for you then, and until then, this'll just have to hold you. Mwah. Unpleasant dreams.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun.